Hey Aries, it's Amanda, and I'm here to do your May tarot reading for Aries. What's going on for Aries here for May 2019? What does Aries Sun, Moon, or Rising need to hear the most to get through the energies of May in the best way for all? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. What is going on for Aries for the month of May 2019? What do they need to know? What energies are they dealing with? So the Four of Cups came out in reverse as the central message. Coming out of a state of just being disappointed and not getting what you wanted, and to the point of getting stuck in that mental state. Like, it's like, yes, it was bad, yes, all this, but like, how long are you going to stay in that? To the point where you aren't seeing what the universe is literally handing right in front of your face, but you're so stuck in that energy that you can't even see it, or you can't perceive it, right? But it's in the reverse, so it's good. I mean, the central theme is coming out of that state, but I think that it's coming out of that state is being blocked by some sort of group of thing. Three of Cups, sometimes that can be third party, but we'll see what else comes up. So this was the reverse card for the central theme. Crossing it is the Three of Cups. You're gonna see even in this deck what that could always mean, right? Maybe you can't come out of a mental, like, negative state, just like a perspective that you can't shake because of a third party situation that happened. In the past, we have the Lovers. That's the major arcana we have. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could be coming out in the recent past or currently still of having to make a choice and kind of aligning with your authentic self in a way where, yes, there's going to be things that conflict in order to kind of like decide to keep those things, or decide to release what doesn't serve you anymore, right? What isn't authentic to you. So it could be one of the two things. It could be two people. It could be related to this third party thing. Let's see what's going on here for Aries. What's in the near future? Oh, okay. Ten of Cups reversed. Jeez Louise, okay. Five of Pentacles is what the intent was, or what was on your mind. So you felt kind of left out in the cold in this. Something happened and you feel that you got the short end of the stick in this situation. So to me, so far, this is looking like maybe something happened where either, I feel like because you feel left out in the cold, like you didn't initiate this third party, like you aren't the one with the affair. I feel like the affair has been done to you and you can't shake that like negative energy of it and move on, even when you are moving on, right? Because there's like this choice, feeling left out in the cold, negative mindset, in shaking it is being blocked by that third party situation that's in your head, right? And let's see what's the root here. In the near future, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So that's not necessarily the best thing. Something that you really wanted, that you had a lot of emotion invested, passion, love for, ended, and or will end. Something that you had really hoped and wanted to work out is not going to necessarily work out, or there's just a delay in it working out the way you wanted it to, right? All right, so the moon in reverse, and right now you're the king or the knight of swords. I'll hold some of these cards up too. I just want to finish this spread here. What's in the environment here for Aries? May 2019. Okay, that's too many. I didn't see the other one under that one too. What is in the environment for Aries? Six of Pentacles. What's the hopes and fears here for Aries? Your cards are just flying right out. I tell you what. That was me. What is hopes and fears and the most likely outcome for Aries in May 2019? The Fool. You're scared to be the fool. You're scared to go into the future without holding on to this situation because it was something that you also learned a lot from, I'm sure. So it's like you want to keep that knowledge of that experience, but you also don't want it to ruin everything in the future either. So it's like that double-edged sword. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. And the Six of Wands, we'll keep that just because they came out so nicely together. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So you're stuck in this. Overall energy. Hangman is like, Hangman is having to go into a state of waiting, or just a state of pause, rest, isolation. You could be evaluating. You could be just taking a step back and really looking at everything as a larger point of view, like the big picture. And that's just like the overall theme. And I think it has a lot to do with like maybe, you know, getting out of this energy. Came out in reverse. It's like the negative energy in your head is like bleeding through your life as you try to move on. You can't shake it, even though you want to, and you know you can. It's just like right now, it's all you're focused on, so you're not seeing everything. What am I doing? Okay, so Five of Pentacles. This is the crowning position, Aries. This is just how you feel about this whole thing. You feel like you got left out in the cold, short end of the stick. Something wasn't fair. It made you feel alone and like you had to be in harsh conditions, like you got basically like screwed over. And it hurts. Like look at the little boy, he's out in this, he's out in the cold, and there's like that pentacle. But that's just what you're, you know, thinking about this, your perspective on this, right? There's this Lovers though. The moon reverse is the root of all of this. So it's like something became known that was once hidden. The moon is like hidden things, secrets, subconscious. It could be dreams, but it was in the reverse. So it's like a lack of a secret. It's like an exposed secret, a lifting of the veil, right? That's what happened. And I think that's what started everything, obviously the root, right? But this third party situation, either you found out about this and that's what's putting you in this funk from somebody, and the secret was unveiled one way or another. And so you realize that there's either going to be a big damper in this relationship being where you wanted it to be at this time, and it'll take a lot of work to get it back to where you want it to be, or it isn't going to be you're not going to want to continue it anymore, or they won't, or something, but it'll either end or it's a big setback, right, to what you really wanted in love. Where you are right now in this situation currently for you, Knight of Swords, this is like coming in hot, rushing in and getting it like figured out. Right now I feel like this is maybe you're acting like really, like you're pushing yourself, you're like throwing all of this energy into your work, or just staying really busy is what I feel with this. Like it's like you're overcompensating for all of this going on by just throwing it all into something else to kind of get your mind off of it or just distract yourself. And you're having a harder time than you're probably letting others know with this. And I feel like when it comes to this other person, you're upset and you're not afraid to communicate that. I feel like you're very quick to, and you're not happy and they know about it, okay? But when it comes to like everybody else in your life, like I feel like you're trying to hold up a front a little bit just so people don't notice, right? And around you in your day-to-day environment, there is there's some, you know, people that are supporting you. Maybe you have some friends, and maybe that's what this front is for, is you don't want them to know how hard this is really, or it's just hard for you to do that with people in general. But it's like there's people that are supporting you in your environment, and maybe they're like older, it could be like parents or just friends, but it's like they're helping you through this time, or maybe they're even the one who told you about this third party situation that became unveiled, right? So I think they're either the ones that told you this, or you just have a good support group right now in your group of people, right? Right. So yeah, you're scared to take life at a fearless state. Like you're scared to go forward and be vulnerable again. It's like you're keeping this energy around because you're scared if you're vulnerable again, this is gonna happen again. So it's like hard for you, I'm feeling with this, like to get in the state of the Fool, which is carefree and doesn't hold like all his experiences that he has, good or bad, through with him on his journey forward, so that they can hinder his each and every decision and perspective on things, right? He tries to live in the moment and just keep things where they are when they are, and not let anything else cloud things in the moment. But it's hard for you to do that right now. Look at her. She's all caught up in what's going on in her head, and she's not seeing what the universe is handing her right in front of her, because she's so stuck in that perspective, right? In that mindset. It's like you're having a hard time getting out of that. And that's hopes and fears, right? So it's like you want to be able to do this and move forward in this way, but you're scared to, right? So it's one of those things. And then we have 7 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. So 7 of Pentacles is taking inventory of something you put a lot of work into, and just taking inventory and reviewing, you know, this is how much effort I'm putting in, how much am I receiving back for that work, and if any, is it equivalent to what I feel like I should receive for that work I put in. She's like looking at all her work, and she's like, look at all this I've done. Is it something I should keep doing, or is it not? And 6 of Wands is all about victory. So I feel like you're making a good progression here. I feel like this secret that came unveiled, yeah, it of course upset you. It made you feel short-ended in this situation, like you kind of got the bad end of the deal. And this is major arcana though. We have the Lovers. This is part of your path attuning for you, to, you know, get you aligned with your authentic self and your authentic path. It's like, remember I said the Lovers, it's like inner parts that are conflicting. So there's a need to either throw one out or decide to keep it, right? So it's like that's happening because this isn't meant for you. And so this secret came up. And see, the moon in reverse, look at that. Okay, so this came out reverse, this came out reverse. Well, this came out crossing the reverse. And the moon, yeah, so it's like that is even more tied for me. But yeah, there's gonna be a real good success in being able to take an inventory on what you're giving and what you're receiving in your really close relationships. I think that you're learning a lesson here, which, you know, major arcanas, which we have several. We've got the Lovers, the Moon, the Fool, and the recent past is the Lovers. So this happened, this was exposed, you're upset about it, but I feel like you're feeling it and you're letting it like flow through you, because you're not, I mean, other than maybe this guy here, like I don't know why in this, I don't usually feel like he puts on a front unless it's in the reverse. But even then, not necessarily. But it's like the way these came out together, because it's like your environment is supportive and you're just going in for it. You're ready to go, and it's like you shouldn't be that ready when you're getting support because of a bad situation, you know? It's like you're doing it to get through, like throwing yourself into other things to get by this, right? And not like sink in it. But other words, you're thinking about it, it's tapping into you. I mean, major arcanas are major life events. I feel like there's just lessons to be learned here. Something is aligning for you, even though it doesn't look like it. It looks like you got screwed over, and it feels like you got screwed over. What you aren't seeing is that this is just your path, like building for you in front of you, and it's the authentic one. So if some things might be taken away for things that you didn't know before, clearly, right? The Moon in reverse. But this is good outcome. This is you being able to successfully recognize the things that are important to you, and like what you want and what you deserve and what you give in relationships, and how that all weighs out and evens out. It's like you're able to successfully do that now because you went through this. And so that's kind of a bummer, because it's probably not something that feels good. I actually know it's not, because not one, I've been through stuff like that, and two, I feel it in this reading. But this is good in the long run. This is lessons learned, and it's success and recognition and acknowledgement. So you'll be getting the acknowledgement either within yourself or from others, and also having the like confidence that you know how to evaluate your situation, like the Hangman for the overall energy. Like you're able to take that step back and look at the big picture now, and it's successful, and you learned it, and you're retaining that knowledge, and so you're able to decide now better in situations like, okay, just like with the Lovers and just like with her, like, is this equal to what I'm putting in for it? Like all this effort, am I receiving at least close to that back, or am I, you know? So it's like you're able to do this, you're able to, and that's a really big deal. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's not, because sometimes we can know something but not be able to do it. But you're successfully doing this now, right? So that's good news, Aries. I like this. I mean, it turned from kind of bad to good lessons learned here. So I do want to just pull a card here. I just want to do one clarifier for you, Aries. I want to know what this Lovers in the recent past is for Aries. What more information can you tell me about this Lovers for Aries in the recent past? Okay, we're gonna go with these two that popped out. Sorry. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So we have independence and security, not needing anybody, being able to hold your own financially, and inner confidence, inner self-worth, mixed with intuition and just being able to tune into that, like, knowing of having like that spiritual like connection of what your real divine inner knowing is, and what those secrets are. So it's like the secrets and the confidence. So there's again a conflicting, it's conflicting. It's the two things trying to integrate, whether it was you and this other person, or whether it was this isn't in alignment with you, and these two things, like this independence that you want, and self-reliability and self-confidence and self-worth that you want to develop better, is conflicting with this secret, and you know it. Like, she's turning her back to this, and you know, the High Priestess is one of my favorite cards, but for right now I'm feeling that it's tied to this moon in reverse. It's like, that's the two things. You have this in your alignment, and the secret isn't in alignment with that. So that's what the two conflicting parts are. I want to pull one more, just and then, you know, let's do the Goliath. Let's see what the Goliath has to say for you. Just an end advice card to give you a little end advice on the situation here for Aries. What's the best way Aries can deal with the situation here? The Knight of Cups. All right. So just be charming, be you. Let your sparkle shine. Maybe that's probably like a lot like this. It's like when you just kind of try to push forward through this. I feel like the way this turned out too is like, it's really bad, but then it all of a sudden turns around out of nowhere, and you realize this had a silver lining, right? Just try to plow through it. I think that's what you're doing already. Just plow through it, and, you know, express how you feel. You know, don't hold back. Be in, you know, alignment, and try to be in the highest aspect of yourself, you know, but that you can still speak how you feel, even if it's not something fun to talk about or for the other person to hear, and be in alignment. You can still do that. You shouldn't hold back. There's just ways you can say it, and I think you know this already, being an Aries, so you know this. But yeah, don't hold back. Just stay in alignment, but say how you feel, express how you feel. The Cups does that. He comes in hot. He doesn't waste time. He's coming in and he's the woo. He'll woo you and sweep you off your feet. You know, he might be flaky, but he comes in and he does it, you know? So it's like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It's, don't hesitate to express and communicate how you feel, but make sure you keep it in the upright, right? The highest, you know, version of your, you know, self, and your highest vibration. So yeah, I hope that helped you. Please let me know in the comments what's going on for you, if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear if this did, how you found out about this secret, And if it was from your actual friends that are supporting you through this heartbreak or bad situation, or if it is just them being there for you, or what that is all about. Because I feel like it's tied to, I really do feel like it's tied to the secret coming out. Because this is where you're at. You're like, hey, my friends supported me and told me what's going on in your secret. So it's just like sprinkling down the information. He's like, oh, I'm gonna slash that secret open. I know, you know, like, I feel like your friends told you, or your family told you, or whoever told you this secret, and then was maybe there for you about it too. But either way, just say how you feel. It seems like your environment or the people trying to help are in alignment right now. So it seems like they're being good and trying to help.